Hello guys, my name is Derinta. In this occasion, I would like to explain you about the vowels and diphthong. Well, vowels, sonorous the syllabic sound made with the vocal trait more often than it is for consonant and glide articulation. And the vowels also produced by the varying the shaping of the lip, and vowels also produced by the varying placement of the tongue body. And to produce vowels, at least in four requirements, the first is tongue height, the second is tongue advancement, the third is lip rounding, and the fourth is tenseness. This is the tongue height, and vowels may be arranged according to the position of the height point of the tongue, and according to this position there are front vowels, middle vowels, and back vowels. And for front vowels there are e, I, u, and u. And E, for example, is see, and I, for example, is ear, and U, for example, is push, and U, for example, is music. And for middle vowels, there are A, and E, and O. For back, there are a, and a, and o. For middle, there are a, for example, is guess. There, and the second is a, for example, is account, and the third is for example, is earth. And the next is for example, is draw. And for back of vowels, there are I, for example, is bag, and for example, is up, and for example, is arm, and o, for example, is dog. The tongue advancement, according to this parameter, there are high vowels, middle vowels, and low vowels. And for high vowels, there are I, U, and U. For middle, there are E, O, and A. And for low, there are A, and O. And for lip rounding, according to this parameter, there are rounded vowels and unrounded. For rounded, there are U, and O. For unrounded is E, 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 and A. And for tenseness, there are tense vowels and lax or relaxed vowels. For tense, there are E, and the second is E, and the third is I, and the fourth is U, and the next is O, and O. And for legs is there are I, U, E, A, and A.
Yep.
And for diphthong, diphthong is a sound which is made by but gliding from one position to another position, and it is represented by a sequence of two letters. The first is showing the starting point, and the second is indicating the direction of movement. And this is the example of diphthong. The first is combination of A and E, and the second is A and E, and the third is combination of E and U, and this is the combination of A and U, and this is the combination of O and E. The next is combination of E and E, and is the combination of A and E, and the last is combination of U and E. And for example, for the first is combination of A and E. For example, is face, and the second is A and E. For example, is fry. This is the combination of E and U. For example, is home. And combination of A and U, for example, is house. And the next is E and E, combination of O and E, for example, is join. And the next is combination of E and E, for example, is near. And combination of A and E, for example, is her. And the last is U and E, for example, is pure. Well guys, this was all my explanation. Thank you so much and goodbye.